Hey, Jason here, and welcome to Money Mindset Study Session, scroll number 9. I hope you were here for yesterday's session. If not, make sure you go over to YouTube, Jason Chaney 777, and go over scroll number 8. That is a very important scroll, which is, it states, today I will multiply my value 100-fold, or practice group economics. That is how you multiply your value, and that is the fastest way to do it. Now, these scrolls have each been giving you action to do. And what it is building a new habit. Remember, the first scroll is to build a new habit, a habit of success. And so every scroll is getting you into the habit of success. The more you do these each and every day, and you get little wins, you will actually, there's noise here. Sorry, wind knocking that paper around. The more you get into the habit and build little small successes each and every day, you will start creating momentum. I don't know why I'm thinking of a computer modem, but you will start creating momentum. And once you get into a certain amount of momentum, you become unstoppable. And so scroll 9 says, I will act now. And the reason why it's saying I will act now, to become successful, you have to stop now. Okay, it look like I'm back, YouTube. Now. Okay, it look like I'm back, YouTube. And so this goes with everything in life. Anything you want to achieve in life, you need to start taking action. The key to it is where most people mess up. What is the best action to take? Now, the best action you're going to be able to take is according to the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule, which is, there's the book on it right here by Richard Koch, 80-20. And that teaches you to take 20% activities that will get you 80% of your goals. So if you're starting out with something, and let's say if your first goal is you're wanting to save a certain amount of money, let's just say $1,000 US. If you're in South Africa, that could be 1,000 Rand. Zambia, it could be 1,000 Kwacha. Botswana, 1,000 Pula. If you're in Colombia, 1,000 pesos. Don't let the currency itself be the motivator or the one that deter you from doing it. You just pick whatever your currency is. And so let's just say 1,000. So the first thing you need to start doing is just saving 1 Kwacha, 1 Rand, $1. Just save one. Like, don't focus on the big chunk of, oh man, it's 1,000. Just focus on one. And then start seeing, like, out of 356 days of the 365 days of the year, how many times can you save that $1? If it takes you 2 or 3 years to get to that 1,000, that is okay. You can always push it, the time frame up, and make it faster as you get better at. And so, because if you're still in the baby steps of financial literacy and financial freedom, you probably are not able to save properly. And what I mean by saving properly, meaning, can you just put money aside without digging into it? It doesn't matter if a rainy day comes. It doesn't matter if Murphy's Law hit. Like, you have to understand and discipline yourself. If I'm saving this, this is what it's for. I do not touch it for anything. Even now to this day, I still have money that I set aside and save that I cannot touch for a year. But what I do with it, once that year is up, I have it set to where that money is already allocated to doing something. And what I mean by doing something is allocated to doing something that's going to create me passive income. So like now I have money that I set aside every month. Next July, around my birthday, I'll get my cash. And when I take it out, I plan on buying 2 motos. And the point of those 2 motos is to put those on delivery. So those 2 motos are now making me money. My biggest thing in life right now is to try to make as much of my money go earn more money for me. If money is not earning money for you, it is losing money for you. Hey, how's it going, Levo? How you doing, Frida? How's everybody doing today? And so you want to start utilizing that. But before you can start getting your money to make more money for you, you have to start saving. You might need a chunk of change. And once you get your chunk of change, now you need to find a place to allocate it. Where can you put that cash? And you might want to put it in somewhere that's going to make you more cash. Like I explained yesterday, with the group economics with two other buddies of mine here that we purchased a car that we're putting on Yango to create money every week. So how that looks is, yes, we put up a big chunk, but the catch is it'll take about 6 months before when the car is fully operational, just running on the road every day, to where it'll bring all the cash back that was actually put up for the car. After that, now that original investment we had, it is now making money for us. And this is why one of my favorite affirmation songs is, my money is like a bunny, go forth and multiply. I want my dollars to go and earn me kwacha for the rest of my life while I'm living on this planet. And you should be wanting your money to go earn more money for you. That is very important. That is one of the rules of the rich. Rich people do not work for money. Hey, how you doing there, lady? Thank you for the flowers. I appreciate that. Now, appreciate everybody hopping on Sunday. I know it's a lot of people's Sabbath, but I made a commitment that I'm going to do this every single day. And so I'm here doing it, even though I'd rather be just chilling in front of the fan and just doing nothing. And so that's why scroll mark 9 is saying, I will act now. And if you did the exercise yesterday, which was figure out one thing that you could do with group economics, that if you and a group of people came together that you all could do business-wise, financial-wise, anything, just anything that can produce money, I would just start right now, get into action. Get into action. You must start acting. You have to start doing something. And the thing about it is, once you get into action, it feels uncomfortable. You're now going into uncharted territory. When you start changing who you are and changing your frequency of your body, it is uncomfortable. Even with me, as someone who is financially free, this is my first time doing car service. This is my first time getting into the transportation industry. The last 10 years, I haven't had this opportunity. I've just now fully gotten permanent residency. One of the beautiful things that I love about the African countries is once you get full residency here in any country just about, you're treated like a citizen. You have the ability to earn money legally. And so putting up that much money up front, like, even though we're splitting it in three, it still feels uncomfortable. Like, it's something you're just like, man, damn. It's that little demon on your shoulder, like, are you making the right decision? This is a lot of money. And you have to just say, hey, shut the fuck up. I'm doing this. Take action. Like, that is what the action is going to do. It's going to stop that naysayer demon that sits on all of our shoulders and telling us, hey, you need to be careful. You need to do this. All it's trying to do is get us to procrastinate. The more we procrastinate, the longer it's going to take us to get into action. So you want to get into action now, especially when it's something dealing with finances. Like if I was in South Africa, one of the things that I would be doing for business-wise, I would get into an MLM, multi-level marketing. I know everybody and their mama talk about how bad it is. I'm telling you from firsthand experience, it is a real business. Yes, there are some businesses out there that may be scams or stuff like that, but you shouldn't be spending a whole lot of money to start your business. I think the most I ever spent in any MLM company to start out was about $100 US. I think in Rand, that's about 1,800, about 2,400 kwacha, 1,400 pula. That's not a lot of money in the grand scheme of things, especially if you drink and go out to bars or go out and taking a bunch of women out. You're spending way more money doing those things that give you zero return of interest. And so MLM is a real business. It is legit. If you're someone who's like me, I'm an ordinary person. I wasn't born with the silver spoon. I didn't have people to teach me business. I had to learn it all myself. Then it's the best opportunity for you, because usually you do have people who are more successful in the businesses, but also it's giving you the baby steps to start a business without putting up so much capital up front. I remember an ex-friend of mine, he's no longer living now, but he invested well over 30,000 US in a coffee shop, and he didn't make it a year. That is a lot of freaking money to lose in one freaking year. And he didn't get any money back from the taxes. The government didn't come and say, oh, let me help you, you're a veteran. No. You know what ended up happening? He had to give up all the merchandise and the supplies that he had in that shop, and the owners of the building locked him out. Like, that is what happens. But if he would have came in with a group of people, like, just think if he would have been able to split that $30,000 in 1 year between 5 people, each person putting up $6,000 to invest in it. That would have made a world of difference, and maybe he could have lasted another 5 years. And maybe after 5 years, which statistically most businesses that can stay afloat for 5 years, they have about a 70% success rate. But most businesses before that 5 years have an 80% fail rate. And the reason being is that much capital up front, it exhausts you. It takes away a lot of your money. And so that is why I'm telling you right now, one of the best steps you can do to get into action of entrepreneurship, get into an MLM. Now, you can do something like I did. I went and hired an MLM business coach. The coach that I used was Ray Higdon. I'm not marketing him. I'm just being very transparent here. And the reason why I hired him was because he was one of the top earners in North America. I think he might even, no, I don't think he passed some of the Europeans, but in North America, he was one of the top earners. And so I learned a lot of digital marketing skills from him. I learned a lot of how to create culture, a lot of how to work with your team properly, how not to bark orders at them and stuff like that. And it helped me. Every MLM company that I've worked with to this day, I have made money. I've made really good money off of it. I've never had a problem, and I never did recruitment. I had people that joined up under us, but I never did recruit. And so you have to start taking some type of action and doing something. And I'm just giving you MLM. I'm not telling you to go do it, but I'm just telling you, if you're someone where you don't have a lot of upfront cash, like you may not be able to be really a big part of group economics to where you can purchase a vehicle and put on Uber or something. You may not be able to get into developing a real estate yet or buying land. So there's options no matter what level you're at. You just have to find the resources there. And so I just wanted to share this. This is going to be a quick video because I don't want to take too much of your time on Sunday. I know it's family time and I want to spend time just with myself and just relax. And so just remember, scroll number 9 is I will act now. And so your exercise for today is just commit to what is one action that you will take towards your financial literacy or financial freedom. What's the one commitment? If you don't make a commitment to act on doing anything, at least just say, you know what, I'm fine at the level that I'm at, and I will just stick right here until I'm ready to change. Because at least if you're being honest with yourself, you do not have to be putting yourself in a bad vibration or being depressed, upset, because you can actually change your situations right now. One of the things that I hope you are really getting from this is that it's just showing you that you have more power than what people tell you. So many of us don't believe we have power anymore. So many of us don't believe that there's opportunities. Like if you're listening to the media, it don't matter which country you're in, it makes you feel like shit. It makes you feel like the whole world is against you, everybody hates you, and that is so far from the truth. There's so much opportunity, so many people that are rooting for you. You just got to surround yourself with more positive things. And just with that, here's one action step that I would recommend for everyone. If you're really serious about being financially literate and having financial freedom, stop watching the media. Stop watching the news. I have not watched the news in, I don't think I've watched the news. It's been at least 15, 16 years now. I have not watched any media news whatsoever. Funny story, in Colombia, when COVID happened, I had no clue. I had no clue the whole world was under a pandemic. I just slowly started seeing everything closing, the gyms, the parks. And I'm sitting here like a fool, like, oh, it must be some national holiday or something. And I didn't know there was the COVID virus was going around until finally a cop talked to me. He's like, hey, where's your tapaboca, which is face mask? And I was like, why do I need a face mask? And he's like, there's a Corona. And I'm like, I don't drink. So what does Corona have to do with wearing a face mask? And me and him both looking at each other confused. And he's like, dude, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, are you okay? I'm like, why are you talking to me about beer? He's like, no, I'm not talking about beer. I'm talking about the coronavirus. I'm like, coronavirus? He's like, have you watched the news? I'm like, no, I don't watch the news. He was like, dude, we're in a pandemic right now. And I was like, what? I'm like, you talking about like the Black Plague? He was like, yes. And that's how I found out about COVID. I had no freaking clue. I think I was like 2 months in, and I had no clue that COVID was even going on. And to this day, I still do not watch the news. I don't watch the media because at the end of the day, it all is, no matter what country you're in, is teaching the same. It's like pretty much all of them are talking about the same rhetoric. Men versus women, rich people are evil, how corrupt your governments are, the economy is just horrible, and none of it is true. It's telling you things that are not true. No matter how, like even here, like when people are like, oh, Zambia sucks, there's no money in Zambia. I see money getting crossed through hands every single day in Zambia. There are rich people in Zambia. This is not a third world country. Like when people are like, oh, it's third world, I'm like, this ain't third world. You show me a third world country, you're gonna show me people who can't make money. There's opportunities here. If this country was so third world, it wouldn't be so many Chinese and Indian coming here in the droves every single day. Every single day, immigration is full of Chinese and Indians coming into this country, and these people are happy to be here. You do not see them coming here like, oh man, this is a horrible thing. Things are rough. This sucks. These people are happy to come here because they know they're finna get rich. They see money here, and I see money here. There's nothing third world about this country or any other country you can go to. It's about you being able to analyze the situation and then figure out an effective solution to whatever the problems are in that country. And just work on the level that you're at right now and very much try to get group economics going. The thing that is actually pushing most of us back from reaching our goals is we're trying to do everything ourselves. And you can't take all the action on yourself. You can't do everything by yourself. The pyramid wasn't built by one person, it was a group doing it. And look at that incredible feat. To this day, we're not able to redesign anything of that nature because we do not work together as groups. And so get into a group, practice group economics, and get into action now. What is the one step that you can do right now that is going to get you one step closer to either financial literacy or to your financial freedom? That's it for today. Enjoy your Sunday, and I appreciate you for coming on. And just remember this, I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how. Okay, cool.